Hello my friend and welcome. Today I want to use my art journal and give you some inspiration how you can practice on your pencil stroke, because that is what I need. I need to practice my pencil stroke. I'm working on a big canvas at a time and I am soon finished, but I felt that I had to explore more with my pencil and pencil stroke. So then I used my art journal to practice in. And I collected some pictures from some magazines here. A red flower and pink and a little bit of flowers and some waters. I'm gonna cut this up and glue them in to the art journal and take some gesso on so the painting is staying nicely on the paper. And then I want to use my brush just to experience this is the small pencils, by the way, of course, because it's small pictures, but I want to do this and I want to show you how I do this, because this is how I practice and get loose and get like in a zen zone with my pencil and pencil strokes and my paintings. I'm probably not going to use the same colors as it is in the pictures. Of course I want to use green and everything, but you don't have to think about making a flower. You don't have to think about the theme, because it's already here. So that makes it much easier to just play with the paint and the pencil. So I want to show you how I do this. I want to cut up, take it out from the magazine. You can also use your printer, take pictures yourself and print it out on regular paper. You can use it on photos that you take and spark it up a little bit with your painting. Use what you have. Pick colors that you like, that you love. And be careful about let the first layer dry before you lay the second, because if not, it's going to be dirty painting. So a little bit patient. So then I want to glue this to the page. Then I will take some gesso primer on. So then the gesso is dry and the picture is a little bit blurry now, but you can see through it. So I'm going to do my best, and I really just want to make this in the same colors to make it easy for myself. And I always start with the darkest first. I can see there's dark here, so I don't mix the color with white, and I'm trying to get loose strokes. Don't think too much. So because this is abstract, and then I will mix red and white, so this is a little bit lighter. And I'm trying not to think about the brush strokes gotta be very nice, because I want them to be loose and do it fast. This way I learn how to relax more when I paint. And let's see, it's dark here too, so I'm just gonna use a little bit white here. And I will not think about the drops because I'm not gonna paint the drops on the flower. So suddenly this is a painting instead of a picture. I want a little bit red here. Now, now my right brain is coming in action. So it's going to be difficult to talk because the left brain is when you talk and the right brain is the creative brain. So, but I'm going to try my best. A little bit more white here. Just play around with it, and the dark disappears, so I will have to take more. Just red up on there. Yes. And I don't want it to blend into each other. Just want it to be loose. Then I want to switch my pen and go over to green. Let's see, my green is very done. And everything is acrylic paint. I use acrylic paint for this. So, very loose strokes, different ways. This is how I practice to get loose with my brush. And this is my art journal, so I can do whatever I want. I can also do that on canvas, of course. Oh, I did get a little bit of red hair, but that's okay. I'm going to fix that after. And then I want to mix in some whites. With the white I get a little bit more contrast. And I go out to on the page, on the art journal page. And then you can play around. I've been practicing Zentangle for a few weeks now. And you can play around with your Zentangles around this and make a very unique art journal page for yourself. Then you have practicing your brush strokes and practicing your Zentangle at the same time. So yeah, and you can also use Posca pens is best to use upon acrylic painting. You can try to use Sharpie and black markers, but I recommend Posca pens upon acrylic paint. I just have the white here. Oops. This is Posca pens. This is also acrylic, so you get them in different sizes. So that's also good to, when the painting is dry, you can draw in lines afterwards and make it with more contrast. I would use black on this, maybe some white, but mostly black. And then I'm gonna turn over to the other page because that's dry too, and let's see, what color do I want to use? Do I have some paper? Okay, I will start with the green. Then you can play around and suddenly you have a landscape. This is the first layer and you can let it dry and get the next layer and the next layer. So this is how you can play with your painting brush, and you don't have to come up with a theme. It's just in your head. It's the picture who leads you in the way. In the beginning I said I don't want to use the same colors. Well, I did because I was thinking I'm gonna practice on the brush strokes and doing it fast, and so I didn't want to think about the colors also when I'm filming. So this is how you can pick out a picture for Pinterest or a magazine or your own pictures you take of flowers, and yeah, and play with acrylic painting and your pencil and get used to it, get warm in it. So this is very fun activity and I'm going to do this more. I am. So in this art journal I use abstract paint. So some pages are just a little mess and then suddenly it turns out to be something beautiful. And this is also the way with the pictures. The pictures are beautiful and you mess it up a little bit with paint, and then the next layer you think, this is going somewhere, and maybe the next layer, or maybe you just want to do one. It's up to you, and you can do markers and everything. So, and pick out some pictures with contrast, then you can see the dark and the light colors much better, and you can play the playfulness is much easier. So think contrast when you pick out some pictures. So I haven't guessed all this, but I'm going to continue on this. So I'm going to take on some music and do this in time-lapse for you so you can watch. So I hope you like this, and if you get inspired or you like it, please subscribe. Oh, it wasn't dry. Please subscribe and follow for more, and I will give you inspiration for what pops up in my head. I'm a self-taught artist and I look for ways to get better in my artwork. Maybe you just want to watch, or maybe you need inspiration. So this is how I work in my art studio. I'm doing a little bits of bibs and bobs, to get my voice and get practice in different things. So yeah, I wish you a lovely time, creative time, or just watch me paint and lean back and relax. And I see you next time.
Wait.